Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Yes.
It's been a minute since I hosted a stream. I was just telling Cody and Natalie. So I may be rusty running this show today, but be nice. And I thought we could kick things off and do some introductions. Obviously, you guys know who I am, but just very quickly, if you're new here, if you're joining us from Cody or Natalie's channel, hello, my name is Rebecca. I'm a writer currently working on my literary fiction novel called Project Eden, and I'm about a little over halfway through drafting that now. Didn't participate in NaNoWriMo because I did not have the mental capacity for that. But exactly did not. But super excited to jump back into it in December. Natalie, would you like to go next?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Natalie Jane Shields, and I am currently writing too many genres because I can't choose. But right now, I am working on a young adult fantasy novel that is inspired by the animated film Anastasia and set in a fantasy setting. So that's what I will be drafting today.
Amazing. Cody, take it away.
Hello, I'm Cody. I feel like if you know Becca, you know me because we are always yapping on each other's channels. But I am a thriller writer. I am about to be starting on draft 4 of my debut mystery thriller, Project GWC. And then in November, I fast drafted a paranormal thriller that and I finished that first draft in November, which is something that I've never done before, but it was really cool. If you're interested in seeing how I did it, all those vlogs are on my channel. Feel free to watch them. And yeah, I hang out on YouTube, do live streams, post vlogging content, writing content, advice, words of encouragement, all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Hey, thanks for sharing, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to pitch my story because I don't even know how to yet, so don't worry about that.
Well, just from what I've heard about it, I feel like your story is kind of like a paranormal, cozy version of like the Pumpkin Spice Cafe books that I've been seeing. You know,
I have heard so much about that book. I have yet to read it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's definitely a ghost. There is a romance subplot. It's like a later life coming of age.
It's like a cozy coming of age. From what I've heard, I haven't actually gotten to read any of it yet, but because I was in the drafting trenches of November. Yeah. But I already have some of it, so I will probably be reading it soon.
Haven't you said it has like Gilmore Girls vibes?
It does. I think the town that I set it in is very much like Stars Hollow, and the cast of characters is very much like Stars Hollow, which I love. I'm trying to retain some of that in the next kind of round of drafts because I already know a bunch of revisions that I need to make to it, and it includes scaling that down. So I'm trying not to like live in revisions before the thing is already done, but it's very hard not to.
Just make notes as you go and keep going.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's check out this chat. That's such a bummer. I am hoping to get better. Oh my gosh. Nevaeh, so happy that you could make it. Welcome. Determined to finish the manuscript today, but I was feeling very ambitious.
Ooh, I mean, I think you can still do it.
Caitlin, when you set your mind to something, you can do it because you got the high word counts. You'll do it.
Oh yeah. You killed it during November too, so like, girl.
Yeah. I think this is a really good, I think you may have asked this to the chat, but I would love to pose it to you guys. What are your writing goals after like following the heels of such a busy November? Because you both did so much writing in November. I did it, but how are you feeling?
Do you want to start,
Natalie? I feel great. I didn't hit 50K, but it wasn't like, that wasn't my goal necessarily. My goal in November is usually just to write like a bunch. So I wrote almost 40,000 words, had a great time, didn't feel overwhelmed or anything. And that was awesome. This December month, I'm kind of just planning on doing the same, getting somewhere between 20 and 30,000 words or about like the next 10 chapters done. I have been saying to people who've been asking, I will not finish this book this month unless I go like feral and like do it right. So I'm not even attempting to finish this book right now, but just get a good chunk done probably.
Nice. Yeah, my goals were to slow down because I went so fast in November. If you saw the community post that I posted today, I literally spent this whole last week just resting, recharging, because I do have writing goals and things, but I wanted to just take a moment to stop and celebrate the fact that I was able to finish a whole story in 28 days. That was a wild time for
That is
everybody.
wild.
Yeah. And so I took the week off. I did no YouTube. I did no writing. I didn't open a laptop or a book. Well, I opened some books. I read some books that I have been sitting on my TBR. It was wonderful. And so my goal is sort of goes past the end of the year a little bit. I am going to be submitting the draft 4 of to my editor on January 10th. And yeah, so I'm just trying to get these last little developmental edits in there and then do a light line edit by January 10th.
Exciting.
You're so close to publishing, dude.
Dude, it's crazy. I'm not ready. I am ready.
Have you picked a launch date yet already?
No, because I want to wait to see how the first round of the professional edit goes, because depending on how much he has that I need to fill in or whatever, that's going to determine, that's going to signal to me how much more time I'll need versus, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait until I get that feedback back, which I should have it by the beginning of February. And so that'll tell me, that'll be end of January, beginning of February, that I'll know first a better idea of, I have an ideal date in mind, but it's just, I don't want to announce anything and get ahead of myself and then have to take it back, That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I am hoping to finish my draft. I have 25,000 words left
Oh.
by the end of the month. I know.
You could totally do it.
I was trying to be so crazy, and I was like, what if because we're going to California for Christmas, we're driving on the 20th. And I was like, what if I finished it on the 20th? So then I don't have to worry about it the last 2 weeks. And I was like, can I write 25,000 words in 2 weeks? And I was just like,
of course you
it's
can.
not crazy. It's not crazy, But that's my goal. And chat is popping off, so I am going to just hit some highlights here. But hello to everyone that has joined us. Ooh, I do want to say hi, Anna. Love to have you here.
Anna.
Love to see you here. Let's see. Not sure how long I have. I'm at my husband's RC race, and they're wrapping it up. Am I dumb? What's RC? Race car? Megan, what's RC?
Race car?
RC.
My race car race. Please enlighten me, please.
The race car race. We're very sporty here.
Yeah, no. So up to date on all that. Hello, Jason. So nice to see you. Hope my goal for this month is to reach 15K in my work in progress, which shouldn't be too difficult since I'm at 11K. Oh, I'm sending you all the good vibes. You got this. Dami says the limit of genres does not exist, Natalie. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of does for traditional publishing, but we're not going to think about that right now.
But I'm self-publishing, so I'm going to be all over the place with these genres. I hope y'all are ready.
That is the one thing that I'm just that is very appealing to me about indie publishing. Because I was like, I just want to write whatever I want to write.
Mm-hmm.
But God, the machine that
for
is
me,
traditional publishing is.
I'd rather be known by the stories I tell than the genres I write in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
totally
like
fair.
you can pick up any of my stories in any of whatever genre I write it in, and hopefully you'll be able to be like, oh yeah, this is a Cody the Writer book. Whether it's fantasy or a thriller or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want my brand to be, is I just want to tell stories that I think are cool, and I hope you guys like them too,
Yeah, I joke about the genre thing, but at the end of the day, the two things that I write are young adult speculative fiction, so fantasy, sci-fi, etc., and then adult romance, historical, contemporary, all types of things. So in an ideal universe, one is my real name and one is a not secret pen name, so people know they're both me, but like they don't have to share a name, so people don't get confused.
Mm-hmm.
I think Olivia Blake does that. The person that wrote the Atlas 6, because I think she did Atlas 6, and then she has a pen name because she did I don't know if it's YA, but she did a version of 12th Night, like a retelling. So I mean, you can do whatever.
I mean, it's not impossible. It's just convincing my agent that it would be a good idea. The agent that I don't have yet, by the way. Agent that I eventually will have. That made it sound like I have to convince a person who I already have as an agent.
Your hypothetical agent. I mean, you could be like Natalie Jane Shields for fantasy, because like it sounds like, you know, Shields, war, fantasy, all this stuff. And then just be like Natalie Jane for romance, because that sounds like a romance author name, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking like NJ Shields, because for a very brief time in my life, I went by NJ. So, I don't know.
That'd be cute. I like that. NJ Shields. It's like C.S. Lewis or J.K. Rowling. Yeah. We don't talk about her, though. You know, I love a good initial in a like CK. Like CK, and they're often, I love that. Like it's just I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Anyway.
Hi, Jen. So lovely to see you. Hi, Tiara. You got lots of stories.
Ooh, that's
sending
exciting.
You all the good vibes.
And around the same time too. Ooh. I'm scared of publishing my one story at a time, much less two.
Sorry. There's everyone's chatting. Lynn is here. Hello.
Oh, I've seen like 4 Lynn comments, so you are behind.
Girl, it's good. It's going faster than
Lynn is watching. Does that make us famous?
Oh,
hi, Lynn.
Makes me feel special.
Yeah.
My main goal for December is to add 30 to 40K to my first draft.
That's money. That's money.
Radio controlled car.
You got car right.
Radio controlled.
I got a car.
Okay. Now we know that.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So it sounds like there's a mix. People are drafting, people are revising. Kelly?
Hi, Kelly.
All the cool people are here today. Like, what?
I feel so cool. Oh my goodness.
Wow. They got the cool kids sitting at our lunch table today.
I know.
Yeah, everyone's freaking out. Okay. So we're 13 minutes in. And if you haven't been to one of our lives before, usually we'll do 3 25-minute sessions. We'll do some writing. You can do some studying. You can do whatever it is that you need to do during that time. Just it's heads down, time for you to focus. In the meantime, if there are any questions that you guys have for us regarding writing or YouTube, because all 3 of us obviously have channels, or anything else that you're curious about, please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I will hopefully do a much better job of staying on top of it. But I appreciate you guys being so active. It makes me so excited to have you guys here. Side note, I haven't streamed for so long, but it feels so nice. I feel like this is where I really get to like have one-on-one chat time with all of our communities. So it's so lovely. But before we kick in, is there anything, Natalie, Cody, anything you guys want to chat about before we hop into the first sprint?
Let me open my document and figure out what it is I'm writing first.
Yeah.
While you look at that, I'll go ahead. I am finishing up my chapter 14.
Oh, like what we're doing on the stream.
Yeah. I'm finishing up my chapter 14. That was so adorable.
I didn't know what you were asking. I was like, what do you want us to talk about?
No. It really could have been whatever you wanted, to be completely honest. But yes, this is like the soft midpoint. Actually, it's like my bad guys closing in, and so I have 2 chapters for that. So I'm finishing up the first one and then starting the second one.
I am finishing up chapter 14. So I have like a scene and a half left here, and then my next chapter is my midpoint. So exciting.
Love. I am not doing any writing, as you can tell by my little subtitle, because I am actually going to be one, finishing to build the bookshelf that's like on the floor behind me in pieces. I got to finish doing that. I got a new bookshelf from IKEA and I just want to build it so it's up. So I'm gonna finish doing that on probably this first sprint, and then the other one too, I'm gonna be doing a read through of Project GWC, taking some notes and prepping to start draft 4 next week. So yeah, that is what I will be doing today.
Yay.
So if you guys don't feel like writing, just watch Cody build a bookshelf.
Yeah, I'll move my chair and I'll keep my camera on so you can all watch it happen in real time, and hopefully don't see me struggle too much.
I would be so embarrassed that I would like wipe out just so like
Yeah.
I slip on a piece of plastic or something, because that's something that
Well,
I
I've already gotten all the trash out of here, so the only thing that's in this room are the pieces that need to be built, and then the little like bag of screws and bolts and stuff. So, but everything, everything else is away.
Mhm.
So
Just
we'll see.
mute your mic and blast Wicked, and you'll finish it in half the time.
I mean, you're not wrong. That'll be our next Yap session, because Becca
That
said
is
we
the
have to
next-
talk about Wicked. So,
that is the
I
next
haven't
one.
seen it.
well, I hate that for you.
Okay, we'll circle back to this.
We'll circle back. We'll circle back.
We'll circle back.
Watch
Okay.
it during this 25-minute sprint.
Yes. Okay. Chat, is everyone ready for a sprint? Do you have your projects ready to go? I just want to make
Mhm.
Do you have your exit buddy?
Mine is on the. Oh, there's a honey. Mine is on the floor behind me. Hi, baby.
All right, we'll stop being chaotic now. I promise.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready to build some stuff.
Okay. Also, do you guys like my little Christmas?
I love it. I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday
So
of all of
Okay.
them. I'm wearing my Christmas jammies.
I love that.
I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself. I'll start it right now. Good luck, everyone. Happy writing and building.
Such a calm chime.
I know. Well, the other alarms always tend to freak me out in the silence. Oh my goodness.
I was like,
How did you?
did I hear that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so gentle. Usually I play like music on like a different tab to help me, and I'm always paranoid that I'm gonna like not hear it because it's so calm. How did you do both with the building and the writing?
Yeah, Cody, how many words did you get on that building sprint?
I got like 2,400 words.
Wow.
Yeah.
You type real fast.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't even see me do it. I didn't even have to like touch any. I was dictating while I was building a bookshelf.
Dictating. That's the key, as we've all learned from Alyssa.
Could you imagine? I could not multitask to save my life, so that's a no.
No. I got 555 words. Nice little, round number. It's not a round number. Pretty number.
Pretty number. Yeah. I got 328, but I'm in this place where I like what I'm writing, and I reworked the second half of this outline, but because I don't have a lot of the context, because I need to rewrite the first half, I'm kind of just going very surface level, so I can't really get into a lot of like introspection or anything. I feel like this draft is going to be very underwritten, but that's fine. I'm proud of it.
That's okay. That's why we have editing.
That is why we have editing. And now it's yapping time. I always forget to change the banner. Okay. So we've got some questions here. Let's see. If I can find
Becca,
them.
make us big.
Oh yeah. See, this is what I always forget. Oh no.
Yes, just you.
I don't even see my face that big. Okay. Megan Lynn asks, how do we feel about splitting parts in books to different points of views? I have 4 parts and 2 characters, each character getting a part instead of alternating chapters.
I feel like, personally, every story is different. And there are some stories that will work better with, alternating chapters. But I mean, I see no issue at all with doing it in parts if that's the best way to tell your story. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen it done both ways, and I have enjoyed being a reader of both variations. So, I mean, I think it's just personal preference, and then what works best for your story. What do y'all think?
I feel like I'm not going to tell you how to write your story. I think that it is probably more difficult than it would be alternating chapters, just because you'll be so invested in one character and then switch to a different POV and have to become invested in that character again. But I don't know your writing. You might be incredible and it might work out really well in your story. I don't know. I just think it might be harder for me. But sure, do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think like I can't say that I've seen it done that particular way, but that doesn't mean that like it can't be done. And honestly, like I commend people that try to get creative with writing stories and POVs and stuff like that, because sometimes it feels like it's all been done. And trying to do something fresh and different sometimes feels really weird and unnatural, because you haven't tried it out before. But I say do it, and you can always edit. Like that's the joy of.
And the question I guess I would have on top of that is each part linear? Like, is this a linear timeline, or with each new part, does the story start over from that person's perspective? Because I've seen it done successfully the linear way, because I mean, basically Taylor Ann Wright's book, I mean, it's basically like in 2 big parts and 2 different characters' POVs. At least the first one is. I haven't read the second one yet. Natalie can speak more to that one, but it seemed to work really well because it was a linear timeline. Like we didn't backtrack at all, so I was still following one story. The first part was in this person's mind, and then the second part was in this person's mind, and then in part 3 we went back to the original person. You know, so it just depends on how your story's set up.
Yeah.
Ari said, "Love how relaxing that bell was." It looks like the bell was a hit.
It was very calm, for real.
The jungle jangle is very of the season.
Mhm.
I appreciate that sound. The other one makes me jump. Well, okay, good. So we're all on the same page.
Yeah, the one that's like, bring. It's like, whoa. It's a little jarring.
And I got 330 words in. Congrats. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could. Sometimes I'm so conflicted about leaving my face up. Because I will just make weird ass faces. And I'm just like, what the fuck was that? Did I write that? Like, that makes sense. I'm just.
Yeah, I
Oh,
definitely
okay.
make a lot of faces while I write too. So I'm like,
I don't think I make any faces. Like, I think I just have the most boring blank face of all time while I'm writing. And so I don't know why it's very interesting for anyone to watch. It's just me going, you know?
yeah. Mine is a lot of me going like the ugliest angle of myself I can give you. I'm gonna show you all 3 of these chins and be like, and I'm just staring
Yeah.
like, huh? Why does that look like that?
That's what the people came for.
Yeah. That's why I love watching Alyssa's like streams when she's dictating and like talking and making all these faces.
She's
It's
like-
so funny. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
I loved in like I think her NaNoWriMo blogs, there was a specific blog where she was like dictating this super intense scene and then it would cut to like some really jolly music and then it'd cut back to like her dictating the really it was just back and forth and I was like it's so funny.
Yeah.
Jasmine, also hi Jasmine. Writing my blurb, and so far I only have the most cliche tagline. A win is a win. A win is a win.
Yes. Drop your cliche tagline. Everyone drop your taglines. I love it.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I have mine for GWC.
Do it.
It's legacies can be lethal.
Ooh.
And the lethal is in like a whole like other font. It looks really cool. I do have the final book cover, which I've shared with. Have I sent the final to you, Becca? I know I've sent it to Natalie.
Have you? I don't know.
So good.
I don't know. I'm about to send it to you right now, even if you
Amazing.
don't have it.
I get to see it before everyone else. Well, me and Natalie get to see it before everybody else does.
I already saw it, so.
Yeah. I started dictating recently, and I don't know how Alyssa does it either, if I'm being completely honest. That woman is a machine, in my opinion.
Sure is.
I got some notes taken for research. It's a lot of reading. Research is working on your book. Any time spent thinking about your book is spent well. In the middle of outlining one of my chapters, and I think it's starting to make sense. Congratulations. That's awesome. Let's see. Hi. Also, oh, bye, Lynn. Have a good day at work. I got 992 words.
See, I told you,
That's
Caitlin, you write
amazing.
so fast.
Oh my god. This scene has been
We knew
living
you
in my
could do
mind, and I needed that win.
So you have the home stretch zoomies. That's what you're having right now. Like I have it every time I get to the end of any draft. When I get to that last like 10,000 words, I'm like, I gotta go, and then it's just like a flash, and I'm done.
Couldn't be me. I'm the opposite of that.
It's just because I'm like so excited. I'm like, oh, I'm almost done. Just push through and get it done. And that's when like I kick it into overdrive. That'll be me the first week of January when I'm like, holy shit, I still have a whole lot to do, and I need to really kick it into overdrive.
I have resting RBF when I write.
Same.
Heard.
Yeah, it just
Heard.
depends on the day.
Yeah. Not me moving my entire body sometimes to try to figure out the logistics of fighting scenes. Yeah. I haven't written a fight scene in so long, but I remember
Just
looking
wrote
so
one.
stupid. Oh, you just wrote one?
On that sprint, I wrote one, and you saw that I did not move my body at all. So I just sit there and go,
Hey,
You're like, yeah, that looks right.
go camera off. So I'm
See it
just
in my
like,
brain?
I'm imagining you doing some fights.
I
Camera off.
turned the
Yeah.
camera off to go pee. So
Oh, well,
Go piss, girl.
Go piss off. Love that stupid meme.
Me too. It's so dumb, but I love it so much.
Ooh, okay, so we started getting some taglines.
Okay.
Ooh.
Caitlin. It's hard to outduel regret, but boy, does Caitlin look good doing it.
Amen.
I love it.
I don't know who Kaylin is, but I want to watch him do it, you know? That
That's the
sounded
guy
bad.
on the cover of the book, right, Caitlin?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
The one in the little like synopsis that she does at the beginning of the
Yeah. The one
Okay.
running on the cover. I think that's him.
Okay, Slay. Come on, Kaylin. You better run.
Cody, this one's for you. Cody, I'm going to explode with excitement when you publish this.
You and me both. You and me both. I'm gonna explode and cry and have all the feelings. I'm so excited.
My tagline, love can sometimes be hell even when you're in it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Let's see. Ooh, okay. They both want their freedom and they will pay whatever price to get it.
Mhm.
Amen.
This seems so intense given what your book is about, Jasmine, because I from what I remember. But I like it. Okay, you can take what you can. You take what you can get, because there ain't no glory in the West. It's a queer Wild West horror story.
Wait.
Say more right now.
I need to know what about this.
That sounds so fun.
Because queer cowboys doing scary shit sounds right up my alley.
That's the
That
tagline.
sounds so good.
Yeah. That sounds right up my alley, okay?
I love it.
Oh
Give me
my
a man and some
God.
Wranglers doing some scary stuff. Anyway,
It's so
let's
good.
move on. Let's move on.
Home stretches do me's. So true. So true.
I get it every time.
Oh my gosh. And Diane. Wait, sorry, I have to say hi, Diane. I love your videos. I've been on such a kick. I need to catch up on your blogs. Just saying.
Lisa M, is my mom in this chat right now?
Is that
Your
mother's here?
No,
Hi,
Lisa,
Lisa.
there's a Lisa M. And I'm like, wait, no, that can't be. Can't be.
Hi, Cody's mom.
like? It's
Well, I don't
not-
even know. It might not even be my mom. It could just be someone else named
Oh.
Lisa M.
Ah.
Mhm, mhm.
She goes, no, LOL.
Okay. It's not my mom, everyone. Confirmed. It's funny. Well, she's driving home right now, so she's probably on her phone. And so I was like, maybe she just like hopped on YouTube because she got a notification that I was live. Yes, my mom is subscribed to my YouTube channel. I disappoint her every day.
It's
Oh.
queer cowboys doing scary
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
at each other.
Sign me up.
Oh my god.
I must be
Cody's like,
exhausted,
I
'cause
recognize
everything's really
that
getting to
brown
me
L.
today.
I recognize the brown L everywhere. Anywhere.
I am so bad. I think probably once I finish this draft, I will do my blurb and my synopsis and all that stuff. Writing short, I have such a hard time talking about what this book is about. And I know that's a skill I need to hone, but my god, that's just like the hardest thing for me. Because you know when you feel like your book tackles like a lot of different things and you're just
Mhm.
like, what is the focus, you know?
Yeah. That's tough.
I am definitely not the expert on this, but what I've done that's made it a little bit easier is like I will like brain dump kind of okay. First I go on Goodreads and I like look up books that I know are in my genre and are similar to mine and just read a bunch of blurbs and a bunch of like query letters if they're
Mhm.
online. And then I go to mine and just brain dump kind of what I think mine would be.
Mhm.
And then just keep paring it down until it's just the who's the main character, what do they want, what are they willing to do to get it, what happens if they fail, and then keep paring it down and making the word choice better. But yeah, I like again, I'm not an expert, but it helps to just like brain dump and just keep revising it until you get something that's actually okay.
Yeah, I agree. For me with my book blurb, the way I started the process was I watched Ari's video, Ari Pages, about writing a book blurb, and I followed like her method of like you answer these 3 questions, and then you have like your ugly answers, and then you turn them into pretty answers. And it's like a 3-step process that goes from the most basic to like a nice, pretty, flowy book blurb. So I highly recommend watching her video.
And
That's
your
how I
book
wrote
blurb was pretty good. It was very good, actually.
It's very good.
Well, it's even more concise in the picture that I just sent you.
Yeah, did you see my? I texted you back.
Oh, I
It
did
looks
not
so
see
good.
You texted me
It looks
back.
so good.
Right?
Guys,
but-
Cody's cover is fantastic.
I'm so excited.
It's so good. Lisa says, pretty sure I'm younger than Cody, so that would be shocking to me. I can be your mom if you want me to, though. So there you go.
That's okay.
Bonus.
I got one. I don't need another one, but I appreciate the offer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also, how do you know you're younger than me? Do I look old? I'm just kidding.
Okay, you want to know? Okay, so when I was working my part-time job, it was retail, by the way. I had people thinking that I was like 24, 23. And when I would tell them my age, they like fell out of their chairs. And I was like, you guys are making me feel so good.
Thank you.
Never
You have
stop.
such good skin. That's why.
Like, I hope I don't
Oh,
look my
thank
age, but I don't feel like
You
I'm that
don't.
old, so it's fine.
You don't.
You don't look your age.
No, I just hit my.
I feel like we all look pretty young for our age.
I mean,
feel
my
like-
forehead wrinkles are starting to come in, so don't speak too soon. But
Yeah, but now, like, I feel like I don't look my age until I meet someone that is like 20 years old, and I'm like, you are a literal child,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
that'll break the illusion.
Yeah,
Mhm,
every
mhm.
time, every time.
Becca up 5 dress in. I know the story inside and out. I still can't tell you what it's about in 3 to 4 coherent sentences. Yeah, see,
Yep.
Also, hi Diane. I was just watching one of your vlogs earlier today. I love her channel, but I don't think we've ever actually like said hey to each other. But I just wanted to say hey.
oh. Yeah. If you guys want, for anyone in the chat, if you have an AuthorTube channel, drop it in the chat so we can all follow each other.
Yeah,
That's how I found out about so many other channels
that's fun.
on the writer space.
Amen.
Question for you guys, because I feel like this is my plight every single time I hop
Okay.
on a live. What are you currently reading?
Well, currently, my own book.
Yeah.
But I'm also
Okay,
reading.
fair.
I'm reading Venture Beyond for Taylor Enright because the release date is in mid-January. And
January 18th.
Yeah, and so I'm reading the second book for her and giving like feedback, and that's due back to her by the 16th. So I'm kind of like doing both. I'm reading that and leaving feedback, but also reading my own book and then leaving feedback. So,
Mhm.
that's what I'm doing.
My reading tastes are wide genre range, so
Mhm.
keep that in mind. But I'm reading 3 books right now. I'm reading the complete works of Shelley's poetry. And I am reading a book about personal finance. And then I am reading is it called Red Queen? The one by
Oh
V.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, by who?
Ishwa. No.
Victoria
That's
Aveyard.
Victoria
Aveyard.
Aveyard. Yes.
Okay, I was like, not V. Ishwa. That's when I think of her.
And
I
I'm
think of-
reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by
That
V.
is
Ishwa.
V.
That's how I
Ishwa.
got confused.
Okay,
Wide range.
yeah, that is a wide range.
I love Victoria. I started with Red Queen last year. I didn't finish the rest of the series just because it was YA. So I was like,
Mhm.
okay. But her Realm Breaker series,
Groundbreaker
yes,
series.
so good.
See, I haven't
Think
read
Lord of the Rings.
anything of hers.
Oh, honestly, I've never really been big into Lord of the Rings. Personally,
Guardians of the Galaxy,
I do like Guardians of the Galaxy.
same vibe.
Okay.
It's just like an ensemble, the B Squad saves the world kind of thing.
Oh well, that and it sounds like I need to read it because that's what my fantasy series is going to be.
Yeah.
B Squad saves the world.
I love it.
It's so good.
Yeah, I've never read any of her, but I'm excited to because I hear she's delightful.
Yeah,
I
I started
follow-
Red Queen, but I never finished it. I still own it. It's on my shelf. I just need to read it.
Yeah, I'll be so like transparent. It wasn't my favorite of hers. It was like her
That's what-
first book.
That's what I've heard.
So, but it was super popular when it came out. So like,
And for a
I don't
debut,
think
it did really well.
yeah.
Cute.
But I love her TikTok, and usually when she's in the drafting phase, she'll do like short writing sprints on like Instagram. So I'll catch
Oh.
those if you want just like a 30-minute sesh. I like her. She's very sweet. She seems very sweet. I don't know her personally. But
We're besties on the down low. It's fine.
I wish. Awesome. Okay, do you guys want to do the second sprint?
I'm
do it.
here. I'm down to clown. I'm here for a good time,
Okay.
not a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Love it. Love
But
it.
look,
Wait, before we start, what was the last sentence everyone wrote? Because it's my favorite game.
that middle shelf right there.
Middle shelf. Love it. Don't pick a good sentence. Pick the last sentence you wrote.
Wait, what? No, I'm in the wrong chapter. Last sentence I wrote was, I know, he sighed, but not yet. Not when he's finally opening up to us.
Mine was days, period. One sentence.
So
Because
good.
it was like one of
Days.
those sentences that was split
Yeah.
up
How
in
long has
periods.
it been? It's
Days.
been 84 years.
Yeah,
It's been days. Also, there was someone in the chat that asked if I could share my blurb. Do you mind if I share it?
Oh,
with the chat?
please. Yes.
Okay. So the tagline, it starts with the tagline, legacies can be lethal. And then here is the little synopsis blurb of my book that will be on the back of the cover. Logan begins his first year at Westview Writing Academy, determined to escape his mother's control and finish his late father's book series, Chronicles of a Killer. To complete the story, he needs real inspiration and hopes to find it within the mysterious Ghostwriters Club. This rogue writing group was disbanded on campus following the death of member Lexi Pruitt, who was found dead in her car the previous summer. When Logan hears that the Ghostwriters may be returning after their long-year hiatus, he decides to join their ranks with the mission of uncovering what really happened the night Lexi died. Only when messages from an unknown user threaten Logan and his new friends, Logan will need to unravel Lexi's secrets to not only finish his story, but to survive.
Pre-order. Got it.
Add to cart.
Add to cart.
Add to cart.
But it's very fun. It's very fun, and I already know how I'm gonna like do the cover reveal and like the announcement for the release date and all that stuff. So I'm just there's so many things I get to share with everyone like in 2025 when I have better ideas of timelines and things.
Mhm.
And so like I'm just like I want to tell you now because I have it, but I want to wait and do everything in its right time. I don't want to rush anything because I'm excited. You know.
I feel like that's like the ultimate practice in self-restraint is like slowly releasing the information.
Yes, it's because I have so much I can share. Like I have so many like little fun, like Christian Storm. If you need a book cover, hire him 100% because, and I'm just gonna be transparent. I spent $500 for the book cover, but I got paperback, ebook,
Mhm.
not eBack. Paperback, ebook. He offered to do a dust jacket if I wanted to, but I wasn't gonna do hardback, so I was like, don't even worry about it. He made me a Facebook banner, a YouTube banner, like to change all of my banners on my socials to the book like marketing kind of thing. And then also made me like 3 Instagram posts that to share, like 3D mock-ups and like a version of it that has like the paper ripped across. So it's like, ooh, coming soon, but here's like a little sneak peek. Like he made me all kinds of stuff. And like he said that up until the book is actually published, I can go to him with unlimited, like if I need like the spine shifted or if I need this slightly moved down, like he's available to make those changes all the way up through the book being published. So highly recommend.
And it's
I want-
Big bang for the
Yeah.
buck. Oh, and it's beautiful.
And it's
yeah.
I want you to know that the chat has gone feral for it, and they're debating doing puppy eyes just to get you to
I
tease
see.
the cover.
I see. Well,
Love that
okay.
for you.
Maybe I'll just do like a small lift. Are you ready? That's all you get.
Oh my god,
That's all you get.
it worked.
do it again. Do
The
it again.
self-restraint you had, I would have been like,
Bling!
oh my
Yeah.
god.
It takes a lot of restraint to not, but I'm not.
Jasmine
gonna do
says,
it.
"Wait, I blinked. Do it again."
No, too bad. Too bad.
Okay.
You'll just have to
Gotta
wait.
rewind.
Watch the replay.
All right, you
All right,
guys ready
now
for
I'm
another
done
one?
yapping. Yeah.
No, that's so great. Good catch. Good catch. Okay, so let's do this. All right, you guys, 25 minutes on the clock. Good luck. Okay. How did we all do? Oh, Cody, that bookshelf is coming along quite nicely.
Thank you. All I have left to do is put the doors on, so I'll probably finish that on the stream. You all get to, because I'm vlogging like kind of just like a week after a week of rest, and just it's gonna have clips of me like showing my office, like all the little fun update things, and then the start of me doing my read through. So yeah, this little cozy vlog.
Nice. Natalie, how'd you do with your writing?
I got into a major flow. Completely forgot we were streaming. And I wrote almost 800 words.
In that one sprint?
Yep.
Holy sh!
I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Really got into it apparently. There was
Oh my
banter. You know how it is. When there's
God.
banter.
I love when the banter gets good and you just like, oh, you're just having so much fun
Yeah.
with it.
I know. I'm like, oh, it's just cute.
Yay! Oh my goodness. The words are slow. The words are slow for me whenever I don't have my two main characters together because they are my favorite thing to write together. And yes, the banter helps so much. Like, love writing that. And then I spent a while looking up how to spell paper mache. So there's that.
There was one word I spent like a really long time trying to spell. What was it? Subtlety. Because like, you know, subtle has like a B in it. And then like subtlety, I was like, does it still have a B in it? Subtlety? Or is it subtlety? Anyway, I got there eventually.
Amazing. Okay, let's see how the chat did. Anna, up to 819 words for the day. The words are not flowing, but I'm trying to, be happy for what I get. That's how I'm feeling today.
Agreed.
I did a FaceTime writing session with Brielle a couple days ago, and I got like 2,000 words. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
Just be happy when it is there.
You know?
Natalie is locked in the entire time. I can see the fire in her eyes.
At least my eyes were expressive instead of my face.
Right?
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
looked over because I'm like, is she really that still the entire time? And I looked over and you were so locked in.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm very boring to watch, right? Just sitting there.
Don't apologize. You're perfect.
No, not at all.
I mean, I'm literally over here building bookshelves in my PJs. So, you know, what else? Well, the bar is low.
Oh my gosh, Caitlin wrote like another 900. Jesus, I'm so jealous, but I'm so happy for you guys. That's amazing.
You just needed the body doubling. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
That helps me.
Also, Caitlin, did I read correctly that you said you couldn't read the last line of your work because it was the last line of your book? So did you finish your draft? I must know. So that's huge. And
That's
congratulations, it's true. That's tea. Very big tea. Finish this page of notes. Some more notes on. I struggle with research, man, because sometimes I feel like I could really get lost in it and like use it almost as like a crutch for not jumping into writing sometimes.
Yep.
But
that's why fantasy is fun. Because you're like, what research could I do? I just have to make it up.
Exactly.
Yep. I think I might jump back into the fantasy story that I was writing after I'm done with this. And one of the things I want to do is spend some time. I'll probably invest like 30,000 words and just write a history book, like a basically like a resource for myself to have.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. That's kind of like what I was doing the other day with Taylor and Natalie. I was on a call with Taylor and I was just like brain dumping stuff, and I was just started creating like sections, and hopefully by the time it's all built out, it'll be like a little history book.
See?
Like that'd be fun to like, you know, once you like get through a whole series to like release a fake history book.
I think that's like what George R.R. Martin did for like Game of Thrones. Like he started with all that history stuff first.
Yeah.
And I think that really helps with making the world feel really lived in, is because you have all these events that happened before, right?
Yeah.
the page.
Didn't
And
Lee
go ahead.
Bardugo do that too?
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, for the Grishaverse thing. I think she did.
Mhm. I just think it's also that it's like helpful. You have all your notes in one place, especially if you're doing more than one book.
And if you're like,
Mhm.
you're going through like in the second book and you're like, wait, how does this work again? You just flip through your little history
Yeah.
book and be like, oh, okay, great. That's how it works. It's like giving yourself
Yep.
all the answers. But I feel like the history book obviously would be ever growing because as you're
Yeah.
learning more about the story, you learn more about the world. And so
Mhm.
I'd be curious to see like how large your history book was before you started drafting and then how big it is after you start drafting.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like after you've done like the first draft or maybe you've done like finished the first book, you're starting the second book. I'd love to like see that comparison of like how much you knew after you were like immersed yourself in the world and how much you knew
Yeah.
before that. I might, we should do that. We should do that. Keep track of that.
I like that. I like that. JC is working on her vlog. Everyone's doing all kinds of stuff today.
We're all
I
being
love this.
productive in some
Everyone's
form
just
or
doing what they
fashion.
can. Yeah.
I mean, building
Like the
your
book
dream
idea.
office is writing, right?
Sure.
It definitely counts.
Okay.
That's a fun idea. I like History Term as a book for like a show Bible. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
Yep.
See that. I definitely need something like that. I've heard writers call it a story Bible because it's got all the things in it. That you can call it what you want. But
Yeah.
I do feel like there's something about going into it with the voice of actually being a like historian
In that
of
world.
that story. Yeah, like I think I feel like it would help with like voice a lot for the
Mhm.
story.
It's kind of similar to what Rebecca Yaros did with Fourth Wing, because at the beginning of each chapter, we get an excerpt from like the Book of Brennan or the
Mhm.
Encyclopedia of the World. And at the beginning of all of it, it's like at each story, there's like a little disclaimer that's like these events are real and true and they were recorded by this person as a scribe in this world. Like, I think that'd be so much fun to do. I wonder if she did that and like just was like, what if I started actually put some of these excerpts like in the story as like foreshadowing things? Like, I wonder, I'm curious. I don't know if she's ever talked about it in an interview before, but I'd be intrigued to pick her brain on that. Like, did you write the Book of Brennan and then you wrote Fourth Wing to like reference it? Like, I'd be interested.
Yeah.
Everyone's so creative. Now I need to, although yeah, I need to make a family history journal. Yeah. One of the things that I really appreciate is that my husband loves a good family history tree. Like like the royal family, like Game of Thrones, like he's very into lineage.
Mhm.
So I was like, great, you can help me with that. Like when I'm working on that on my book.
I love it.
Because I will need help.
I love it. I love it.
I did an alternate beginning of my second story, which, funny enough, I liked it as well. I really loved both ways. Ooh. I feel like this brings up a really interesting point of like, how do you guys feel like when you're writing? I feel like I always start with the end in mind, and it very rarely changes for me. But like, how do you guys work? Do you kind of start and like write towards the end that you envision, or like, has there ever been a moment where you're like, actually, that doesn't work for what I'm actually writing?
Yeah, I can, for especially with this most recent project, Project Terms and Conditions. The reason that it got its name, Terms and Conditions, that whole like thought process behind that didn't even make it into the story because it ended up being something totally different as I was writing it, and so that is something that in mind. But the end was like the twist is really what kind of stemmed from the whole terms and conditions thing. And I was like, oh, that'd be a really cool twist. And then I was like, let me start building a story around it. And then as I started, adding in these different characters and stuff like that, it just made more sense to not necessarily go that route because there is just it wasn't as realistic. It couldn't have actually happened in the real world as, once I actually got into research and all that stuff. and obviously it's set in the real world, so it needs to be realistic. It has to follow laws and guidelines, things like that we have. But because of that, the way that we get to the ending was different when I actually started drafting it. A lot of the same events happened, but that layer that I was like, that doesn't really work with the story the way that I'm like envisioning it now, and so that's just scrapped, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I learned a lot about what needs to stay and what doesn't need to stay in that first draft, and then I started honing in the smaller details.
I feel like I typically start without knowing an ending, but I am a plotter, so like I start like plotting without knowing the ending, but like by the time I'm writing the first draft, I do know the ending. If that makes sense. Except for this book. I don't know how this book ends, but that's a problem for later me to figure out.
That is a problem for later you to figure out.
Yeah.
I've talked about it extensively on live streams, so like I'm sorry if people have heard this before, but I don't know whether to make this a standalone or a duology. I'm still struggling with that. Probably a standalone is what will end up happening. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
I always have I love a standalone. I know everybody's in this age of like, give us a new series, give us a whole, like, bring back 8-book series. I love a good standalone.
Just a one and done.
A one and done.
It's that
a duology, maybe.
Yeah, there is a major twist that happens like right at the end. And I could end with just the major twist. Like I'm fully aware I could do that. But I know in my brain that there is like so much more story after that. But I would love to write it, but like I don't know if that belongs. I mean, it doesn't belong in this book, right? So if this is a standalone, then we never hear that part. But I kind of want to tell that part. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do what you want to do. It's your story.
See, I think this brings in like a really interesting. I talk about this with my husband, but like, I love a standalone, but then I yearn for more of the characters in the world, and I get that. I too. There are some times where I'm like, really? All we get is one book? But then I think there's something really nice about a story ending. And I think I have a really big gripe with a lot of the reboots that are happening right now. Like Gladiator 2, Moana 2. I think Scrubs is getting a reboot. And that 70s show got a reboot. Like there's like a continuation. But I think that like something ending is what packs the emotional punch of like, I went on this journey with these characters and like I got to see it play out.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get both, honestly. I'm a glutton.
Yeah.
Like if it's a good story, I definitely want more. So I get it.
I think what I'm working with right now, because I'm pursuing traditional publishing, is I think I write it just one book as a standalone, include my massive reveal at the end, and say, if you want more, I can give you more.
Potential for
hopefully they like it enough to be like, yes, give us another book. So
absolutely.
I just feel like people are gonna finish the book and be like, that's not an ending. But technically it ends the plot of the book. It just leaves a major question mark about a character. Does that make sense?
Oh, it does.
And then sometimes like maybe that's what you want. Maybe you want people to speculate about. I mean, look at the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to tell them?
I do.
Yeah. See, that's me. I like to leave people guessing. I'm like, make your own assumptions. I know what happens, but okay. Do you guys want to do one last sprint?
I'm ready. I'm gonna put these doors on this bookshelf, and I'm gonna be done building for the day.
Amazing. 25 minutes. Do you want to do shorter? How are we feeling? Okay.
Whatever.
I'm good with 25.
Let's do it. So this. We're gonna focus. All right, guys. Have a lovely final sprint.
Okay. Nobody look at my face while I'm writing.
I will be staring at your face the entire time.
Last sprint. I was gonna say last stream. Last sprint.
Woo!
I mentally checked out. I think I added like 100 words. That was so tough. Today was not a good writing day, but that's okay.
Hey, 100 words is still good.
It is. How'd you do? Cody, did you finish your shelf?
I did. She's done.
I hear the kitty.
Yeah, she's hollering. She's always hollering something. But yeah, this is at the bookshelf that's back here. It's actually going to go like right here next to my desk. That way I can have like the bookshelf like right here, the aesthetic with the writing and the books. And then I can also have my little calendar like pinned to the side of it. Like it's going to be a whole thing. I'm just so excited.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited to fill up the bookshelf because I mean I have all my books on the shelf in the living room and they're overflowing, which is hence why I got this.
I always forget to make it small again. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Let's see, how did folks do over here? Not as successful as the last two. I'm just stuck with the last scenes that I can't see clearly, so I don't want to write them. I feel that. 387 and made it into double digits for the chapters. Congratulations.
Nice.
It's funny.
Yeah, I'm like 4 sentences away from finishing this chapter, but I will probably do that after we're done here. Or maybe I'll just shut my laptop and end mid-sentence, which I am known to do.
Mid-sentence?
I did stop in the middle of a sentence. I didn't finish it.
Oh, man.
Not me. The thought would be gone.
Gone. Lost in the void forever.
It's kind of like a little hack, though, because like when you sit back down to write, you're like, well, I have to finish this sentence before I can move on. So then you're already writing. Like you trick yourself into starting writing right away.
I feel that. That's smart.
Fair enough.
I can see the allure.
Still working in my bullet journal. Unfortunately, it's been over a month that I've been building it. See, love the idea of a bullet journal. Hate that I have to build it myself. It is both the appeal and also the thing that I hate the most about them.
Yes.
Go on a walk. Yeah, get some fresh air. Actually, the sun is beginning to set. I might just sit outside for a few minutes after we're done here because I need some fresh air, y'all.
We were sitting out on the porch last night by the little porch fire thing. Dude, perfect. 10 out of 10.
Oh my goodness. Anna got 1,281 words and hit a plot hole. Yeah, no, go it's time for self-care. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Okay, I just checked and I have to finish the sentence because I am 40 words away from 2,000 for the day. So.
Oh, so you do have to finish it.
So I must.
You must do it. You must.
Won't finish the sentence, but you will finish those last 40 words of make yourself 2,000.
I will. I'll just stop in the middle of another sentence.
Oh my gosh. I have a quick question. What length do your chapters tend to be? I can speak for myself. I underwrite my first draft. So my chapters are usually about 2,500. So they're pretty short. It's like 7 or 8 pages, double spaced, 8.5. I usually do like 3,000, maybe 3,500. Like once it's like a fully fleshed out chapter and I do everything I want to. But it just depends on the chapter, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. Mine are between 2,500 and 3,000. I like shorter chapters just in general. So
yeah. Same.
And mine are all over the place. I could have a 600-word chapter lead into a 3,000-word chapter. It just, for me, it feels like I write the chapter until it's accomplished its mission. And then if that takes less words or more words, then my average, I would say, would be like 1,500 to 2,000 a chapter. But also with thrillers, you want like short little chunks to make people want to keep going and going and going, you know? Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, that's what I do.
think it just depends on what you want. Yeah, I like shorter chapters. I'm reading A Little Life right now, and if I'm reading on my Kindle and it says 30 minutes for the chapter, I get annoyed. But
Yeah.
it is
It's like, I think I can't remember who said this, but there's some like writing coach who calls them like potato chip chapters. So like you're writing and you like, or you're reading, sorry, and you get to like the next chapter and you're like, this is only 8 pages. I can finish that in 8 minutes. And then you do another
Mhm.
one. And then you get to the next chapter and you're like, well, it's only 6 pages. And you do the next one. You just can't stop, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how I write my chapters, is potato chip chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love being on a Kindle and seeing like I get to the new chapter and it
Yeah.
says 5 minutes remaining. I'm like, done. Let me go
I'll
ahead.
do it. What's 5 minutes?
Nothing.
Yeah. Mick says hello. So hello,
Hey, Mick.
Mick.
Hi, Mick.
Love to see you here.
Yes.
Manage 809. Yes, go get some fresh air. I need to stand. I have a standing desk, but I have not stood because I was at an event this morning standing. But I need to go stand as well.
That's my next investment, is a standing desk.
Same.
They are pretty nice. I did try to do it with like the walking pad. I don't know if I'm just too aggressive, but like my monitor would just shake when like I would walk and then also type at the same time. So it's like it would actually give me headaches because the screen was shaking. So I was like, okay, maybe that's not for me, but you know. Let's see. I'm gonna rewatch the stream. Absolutely. Get to see the chaos and rewind. Ooh. Okay, I'm a planner junkie. I don't know if you guys are, but Jasmine asks, I'm actually thinking if I should get the Hobonichi Weeks or the Common Planner. I opted for neither. I did get a new book for my writing, like my writing notebook, and I got my planner for next year. Are you guys big planner people? Do you write things down? I use like Google Calendar and then like a to-do list. I'm trying to be a little bit more organized.
This is all that I do. Top 3. And you write down what your top 3 of the day are. That's it.
Yeah. I'm more digital. I use like Google Calendar and stuff, especially for like my YouTube stuff. Like I write out my scripts on Google Docs. I, schedule all my live streams and things out and vlogs on Notion. So like I feel like every time I buy like a normal notebook, I use it for like a week and then I never touch it again.
Yeah, fair.
That's my toxic trait. So I've stopped buying them.
I'm trying really hard this year to do it, just to see like if there's a benefit to it. Because like I have my whiteboard monthly calendar planner here. I use Google Calendar for my everything, life stuff, content stuff, all that other stuff.
Indeed.
But it's interesting. All right, well, if no one has anything else that they want, I know everyone's praising the standing desks. We love the standing desks. I will say I do like it. But I am tired and hungry, so I'm gonna go get some food.
Same.
And call
Food, yeah.
call
same.
it. But thank you guys so everyone, Natalie, Cody, chat. Thank you guys for streaming with us on. I was really nervous that a weekend stream might not be people's thing, but a lot of you guys showed up, and that's awesome. So thank you for coming. Thank you for getting some words in. As per usual, if my guests have anything that they would like to plug right now, I will give you the space to do so. Channels, videos, anything you guys want to shout out?
Natalie, do you want to go first?
Sure. I had a video go live today, so go look at that. What is it about? Oh, it's my NaNoWriMo wrap up.
I left a comment on Brielle's that I was like, watching everybody's NaNoWriMo wrap-ups feels like the AuthorTube version of Spotify Wrapped.
Yes.
Exactly. It literally
And I
is.
love it.
Yes.
My channel is just my full name, Natalie Jane Writes. Not Natalie Jane Writes, Natalie Jane Shields, which is my name.
Mhm.
And then my Instagram is Natalie Jane Writes. Sometimes I post there, mainly on the stories. Yeah, check it out. Thanks for having me, Becca.
Oh my god! Thank you for offering to come on. This was so good. Cody, what you got?
So I am Cody the Writer. I post things on YouTube. I've already posted my November writing challenge, like wrap up situation video. So if you want to watch that, it's posted on the channel. It's my most recent video. I don't have any new videos going up this week, but I was obviously live here today, and then I will be live again on Wednesday, on Brielle's channel, December 11th. What day of the week is that?
It's Wednesday.
That is Wednesday.
Okay, so I will
also
be
live on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Wednesday night?
No, Wednesday morning with Taylor.
Oh, yeah. You do the lives with Taylor. So yeah, go check those out. I'm
I
pointing the
completely
wrong way.
forgot. I'm not good at plugging myself, clearly.
It's okay. But yeah, I'll be there December 11th with Brielle, Mix Library, and Alyssa and the Books. We're going to be on her channel Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, which is a little late for me, but I can hang with the kids. You know, I can make it. We're going to party. And yeah, that's really all I have going on. I have some, cute little, one little revision vlog coming next week. And then the 2 weeks after that will be closing out all my 2024 goals and telling you all my 2025 goals. And then we're going to hit the ground running in January, getting some stuff done. 2025 is going to be a big year.
Big year.
Yeah.
Big
I'm
year.
publishing my first book, getting married. What else happens? I'm sure some of my lovely friends here on AuthorTube will also be publishing some books, maybe.
Yeah, me and Becca are going to get agents and publishing deals. So.
Exactly. You're going to get like 300, like 6-figure publishing deals, both of you.
Yeah.
I'm speaking that
great.
into the universe for both of you.
Oh, the dream.
But yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Yay! Oh my gosh. And then I had a video go live yesterday. If you guys want to check that out, it's just a writing vlog, week in my life. I don't go live often, and I probably won't this month, but it is on my list of resolutions for next year to do these a little bit more frequently. Do I have anything else to plug? My channel, for those that don't know, it's just Becca Tobar. My Instagram is Becca Tobar Writes. If you guys want to stay up to date on like posting, where I take a lot of like my polls, snippets on the book that I'm writing, I do post pretty frequently over there. Also trying out short form content, which is very uncomfortable, but it's there.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Thank you guys so much for coming. Everyone have a lovely evening. Everyone get some fresh air. Thank you for joining us today.
What
And
did
then-
do that one.
do that one time? It was like, what'd she do? Was it like this? I don't know what she did. She did a weird one time, and it was.
I'm from this generation. Oh yeah, this
This
too.
is what she did.
I love these. Who did this?
It was like Alyssa tried to do one, but it was like the weirdest looking shape. I don't know.
Like this.
Love all of you. It doesn't matter. I just.
We're really old. Okay.
Yeah,
It's fine. We're fine.
it shows. Our age is showing. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.